Hi guys, this is Vicki and welcome to the February YouTube Layout Hop. Every month our hostesses Nancy, Scrappin601 and Zoe, AF0093 put together this wonderful event. And every month 10 to 12 scrapbookers come together to create a brand new layout just to inspire you. Once again this month, we have two very generous sponsors who have donated some scrappy gifts to two lucky winners. Now the way to qualify for these gifts is you need to go to each of the 10 participants' channels, leave a little comment. After the hop is complete, Nancy and Zoe will check to see who has commented on all 10 pages or all 10 channels. Those names go into the hopper and they pick two winners. It's that easy. Now I'm going to leave you links below to all of the other participants on the hop. I'm going to leave you some links below to our sponsors. Guys, please drop by and see what they have to offer. They are not just craft stores. The people who donate and sponsor this hop each and every month have always been crafters themselves. So I think it's just very nice that they donate a little something for you guys to win. Now, good luck. I hope you win. Now, this month, our theme was Valentine's Day. And I'll tell you, my inspiration, my mojo, is a little on the low side. I think I got the winter blues. And I just couldn't come up with anything to do. My husband and I, here's what we do for Valentine's Day. We go out and buy stuff for the grandkids. So I sat here and I tell you, the only thing that came to mind, what Valentine's Day means to me, is we actually were going to get married on Valentine's Day some 18 years ago. But we called around and everything cost double. So you know what we said? Why don't we wait until February 24th and save about $600? And that's what we did. That's exactly what we did. So that's what my layout is about. Pictures from our wedding 18 years ago. 18? Yeah, 18 years ago. Anyway, let's get started. You'll see my little plaque there. I'm sorry, guys. That is from the storybook Cricut cartridge. I cut it at real size, 6 inches wide, 5 inches high. The font is Gypsy font, and that was preloaded into our Gypsies, our Provocraft Gypsies. If you see the little filigree hearts in back, that's also from the storybook cartridge. And I cut that, once again, real size, 11.5 inches wide and 4 inches high. Now, it didn't go out 12 inches, but this little plaque here, my little banner thingy, covers it, so you couldn't even tell. Most of you know these are I Am Roses, and this was my first order from I Am Roses, and I used to always wonder, what's the thing with the I Am Roses? Well, once I had these flowers in my hand and I got to work with them, I knew exactly what everything is about the I Am Roses. I put a little stickles on the roses to give them a little bit of shimmer. The pearls are from Michael's Recollections. You'll see down here I have a little piece of the filigree border with pearls. The leaves are from the Martha Stewart Rose Leaf Punch. I carried the pearls on through. And there you go. Now, the whole thing about my layout is it kind of tells the story. In nice gypsy font script, it reads, "A traditional wedding," but it wasn't traditional. So I wrote in a non-traditional wedding. At first I have February 14th, but we put an X over that and wrote in February 24th. That was the day we got married. It should have been a very joyous occasion, but we were really nervous. And we were in our late 20s when we met, so it reads just you and me, and 4 kids, 2 friends, and 1 old boyfriend. I hope you can see the whole double page layout here, guys. And now I'll tell you a little story about the pictures. The picture over here in the corner is me, the blushing bride. I should be embarrassed to even share this, but that's what I looked like the whole entire day prior to the ceremony. You see, we were just going to go across the river and get married by the Justice of the Peace. We had been together 3 years. We had both been in other relationships, commitments. He had 3 kids, I had 1. It was just time for us to get married. I was so nervous, I kept walking around the whole day as my dear friend Linda was trying to get me dressed to look and act like a bride. I kept making this face and going, We look at this picture and we still crack up about that day, and I was serious. My friend Linda was also my neighbor, and this is Linda doing my hair and fixing my veil. She said there was no way I was going to get married in jeans, that this wedding was as special as any wedding. And she actually made that veil for me by hand. She did my makeup, and she made me go get something off-white to wear for the wedding. And now I'm glad she did. This is Linda working on my hair and putting on my makeup and stuff, and Linda's passed over now. So this was a really special picture. This is the limo that we got for half price on the 24th. If we would have rented that limo on the 14th, we'd have paid triple what it cost. But anyway, there's all the kids standing outside the limo. Do I take a picture with my husband and the kids? No. I took the picture of the limo driver, my husband, and our kids. The funny story was, my husband was in the limo waiting on me, and I come down and the limo driver gets out to open the door for me, and he's like, "Is your name Vicky?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's me, Paul." And here he was, an old friend that I used to know when I was like 10, 12 years old. Of course my husband never believed that. I get in the limo. My husband's giving me the eye like, "Nice. Your old boyfriend is going to drive us to get married." To this day, I still don't think he believes that this was not my boyfriend. Anyway, this is us before we were married. Look at me. I look like I'm having a seizure of some kind, and he doesn't look too sure of things either. But once the knot was tied, once we said our I do's, and soon after having a glass of champagne, I loosened up. That's me in the back, dancing away. This is my wonderful husband in the middle and my two best friends. The one on the left has been my friend since we were 14, and the one on the right since we were 8 years old, guys. I've known her for 43 years. That's longer than some of you have been alive. And at the end of the day, even though we're not always very traditional, it all worked out. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you enjoy the hop. This was a pretty easy layout to put together, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Now your next hop, no, I wanted to say, your next stop on the hop will be with Burly Kim. But if you get lost, just come back here because I've got all the links down below for you. Thanks so much. See you soon, guys.